Kanade Yagi left Japan for Cebu in the central Philippines only to study English in 2013. A visual artist, she had set her eyes on Europe where she planned to explore opportunities and hone her craft. But fate had other plans for the Saitama-born Japanese. On vacation in Manila, she met up with artists whose ideas about art and its role in society she shared.
Actually, I wanted to go to Europe. So before going to Europe, I need to study English. So I came here and then met artists and then got stuck. They were so nice, and then I thought their problem, their issue and my issue about art is similar close. So easy to talk, and then we can this is my place, I thought.
And so she stayed on and has since taken deep roots in the country. Her first project was a sculpture called the Escolta Biennalle, which is kept lock and key at the First United Building in Escolta, Manila, where it is displayed for only one day every 2 years.
My first project was in Escolta. I had a residency project with 98B Collaboratory, and I made a work. The title is Escolta Biennalle. Biennial means once every 2 years. Yeah. My project is also once every 2 years, but only one specific day. I show that sculpture in public. I made a wooden sculpture. Then the sculpture has a bit trick. It's a kind of lock and key, a pattern of wood surface. If you make it correctly, so there is a 1, 2, 3, 6 layers. You can open the sculpture, and then there is something. If you are success, you can take money. I do demonstration about that sculpture. You will see how to open. You have to remember and then come back that place. 2013, 15, 17, it's done. And then 19 couldn't. But I just will have next one, 21.
Yagi went on to create more artwork, focusing on Filipino spiritual healing practices since 2016.
So I focus more on to do research first, interview, going to a healer's place and then interview them or make document of their method. And inspired by them or related to their method, I create my artwork since 2016.
It was Filipino national artist Guillermo Tolentino who inspired Yagi to take a deep dive into the ways of Filipino healers in Siquijor, Roxas, and Iloilo.
I didn't have any idea about the Filipino artist, so I didn't know about him. And when I saw his artwork in Vargas Museum in UP, it's just a traditional type of realistic sculpture. But beside his sculpture, there is a drawings or draft of his book. But this the book work is a bit crazy, too spiritual, something strange. And so I like that gap, realistic, perfect sculpture and crazy drawings. I don't have any idea about Philippines and Filipino spiritual practices. So I started to look for what is spiritual practice in the Philippines, and then I found it's really deep world. It's not so easy to get for beginner. So I do this research little by little, but long term, it will be long-term project.
Her latest work, entitled The Probability, Neither Yes or No, was exhibited at the Bulwagang Amorsolo at the Cultural Center of the Philippines in May 2019.
Yeah, I made three installations.
Okay.
The one is a egg about inspired by egg standing healing practice. The name is always different, depends on regions. Second installation is, and it's about missing shell. So I had a missing shell that I actually experienced in Siquijor. People ask me like, are you not scared, or did you get something mysterious experiences? And then I don't feel any scary or yeah. But one thing what happened to me, one shell disappeared. So that second installation is about missing shell. Then third exhibition is about also healing practice using 6 strings, and then you tie the 6 strings and then make knots.
Yagi is now pursuing her research into folk healing. Although she still wants to go to Europe, she considers the Philippines as an important base at this time in her life.
I'm very happy staying here. Philippines is one of important base in my life now already.